بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the assistance of Allah, we have started to have a brief interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Baqara. This chapter is revealed in Medina and it has 287 verses. Second chapter of Quran. Please listen to verse 48.
واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها شفاعة ولا يؤخذ منها عدل ولا هم ينصرون.
And be on your guard against a day when one soul shall not avail another in the least, neither shall intercession on its behalf be accepted, nor shall any compensation be taken from it, nor shall they be helped. In this verse, Allah continues to talk to Bani Israel. They believed that their friends can help them in Resurrection Day. In Resurrection Day, relations, family, intercession is going to help them. And Allah says, be careful about a day that none of these are going to help. They were believing that their parents, their grandparents, their ancestors, or even their idols, they were helping them in Resurrection Day. They were going to different idols to sacrifice something for them and to ask them for help. Sometimes they were going to their idols to slaughter something or to give compensation to them instead of something that they have committed. They were thinking that it is going to help them. Sometimes they were going to slaughter some pigeon for idols that they had, and they were thinking it is going to help. Sometimes when they wanted to bury a member of the family, they were bearing some gold with it to believe that it is going to help him in Resurrection Day. Allah says in this verse that none of them is going to help in Resurrection Day. وَاتَّقُوا يَوْمًا لَا تَجْزِي نَفْسٌ عَنْ نَفْسٍ شَيْئًا. Be very careful and be on guard against a day when one soul shall not avail another in the least. If that person is your uncle, your brother, your father, your mother, none of them is going to help in resurrection. They are not able to do anything. وَلَا يُقْبَلُ مِنْهَا شَفَاعَةٌ. Neither shall intercession on its behalf be accepted. It means nobody is coming to have intercession for another person. Nobody can intercede another person. وَلَا يُؤْخَذُ مِنْهَا عَدْلٌ. Nor shall any compensation be taken from it. It is impossible that to do something wrong and with money or something, a gift or something like that, to save yourself, as you have done in the world. These issues are the issues that in this world we are taking help from them. Sometimes by our relations we run away from the law. By money, by treating the others because of the members of the family, because of the money that we spend, because of the compensation that we give, we run away from punishment. But Allah says in resurrection day, none of them is going to help. When Allah is talking about the resurrection day in different verses of Quran, Allah says none of them is going to help. For example, in chapter Baqarah, verse 166, Allah says, استبرأ الذين اتبعوا من الذين اتبعوا ورأوا العذاب وتقطعت بهم الأسباب. In the time that their ties, it means disbelievers, their ties are cut asunder. There is no any relation between them. It means they forget each other completely. In this world, yes, being a father or being a mother, being a teacher, all these relations are working. But in resurrection day, none of them is going to help. In another verse, Allah says, فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ in chapter Mu'minun, verse 101, فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ فَلَا أَنْصَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. So when the trumpet is blown, فَلَا أَنْصَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ, there is no any kind of relation between them, وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ, and they don't even ask each other for help. In another verse, chapter Mursalat, verse 36, Allah says, in that time, in resurrection day, even nobody take permission, nobody is allowed to request forgiveness. Nobody has such a permission. وَلَا يُؤْذَنُ لَهُمْ فَيَعْتَذِرُونَ, and permission shall not be given to them so that they should offer excuses. They are not able to bring different excuses. They are not allowed to ask forgiveness. They are not allowed to say, sorry, I had such a problem, I have forgotten, or another person, for example, pushed me to commit sin. None of them. وَلَا يُؤْذَنُ لَهُمْ فَيَعْتَذِرُونَ. In chapter Shu'ara, another verse, verse 88, Allah says, يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ, the day on which property will not avail nor sons. Nothing is going to help. Children cannot do anything. Property cannot help us. Everything we put aside, إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ, unless a person will bring a submissive heart, very pure heart, clean heart. This is something that we carry with ourselves in the grave. In chapter Mumtahana, verse 3, Allah says, even the relation, the blood relation that we have with some people is not going to help us. وَلَن تَنْفَعَكُمْ أَرْحَامُكُمْ وَلَا أَوْلَادُكُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ يَفْصَلُ بَيْنَكُمْ. Your relationships would not profit you, nor your children. On that day, it will be separated between you and those people. Children are going to be separated from their parents from their children, and they will be separated from other members of the family. In another verse, chapter Haqqah, verse 29, Allah says, the people in resurrection day, they say, حَلَكَ أَنِّي سُلْطَانِيَةٌ. In the world, I had a power. I was so strong. Many people were listening to me. Many people were obeying me. But here in resurrection day, my authority is gone away from me. Nobody is listening to me. Have you seen some people who were in charge for a long time, and because of revolution, because of something like that, some people attack him and they capture him, they bring him in jail. Overnight, you will see he cannot say anything. He cannot defend himself. There is nobody around him to listen to him, let alone to obey him. The authority and power, strongness, all of them have gone away. In another verse, chapter Anbiya, verse 28, Allah says, there is no any kind of intercession unless by the permission from Allah. وَلَا يَشْفَعُونَ إِلَّا لِمَنِ ارْتَضَى. Allah says, and they do not intercede except for him whom he approves. Nobody can intercede another person. Nobody can help another person unless the one that Allah is satisfied with him and Allah allows another person to intercede him. And also Allah says the ransom in resurrection day will not be accepted. In chapter Hadid, verse 15, Allah says, فَالْيَوْمَ لَا يُؤْخَذُ مِنْكُمْ فِدْيَةٌ. So today ransom shall not be accepted from you. So we have seen the ransom, compensation, intercession, money, children, authority, none of them is going to help in resurrection day. But since Allah says, وَلَا يُقْبَلُ مِنْهَا شَفَاعَةٌ, and intercession will not be accepted, here there is a very important discussion with Sunni brothers regarding to intercession. A group of Sunni people believe that we have no intercession in resurrection day because Allah says, وَلَا يُقْبَلُ مِنْهَا شَفَاعَةٌ, and intercession will not be accepted in resurrection day. But we believe that we have intercession in resurrection day, although we have this verse, but we say that also from other verses, when we put all the verses about intercession together, we understand that yes, there is no intercession for certain people, and also we have no intercession completely for all people. So we cannot reject it 100%, and we cannot accept it 100% for all people. Both of them are wrong. We have intercession, but for certain people with certain conditions and certain circumstances. Otherwise, Allah doesn't want to disappoint all people and says, if you have done something wrong, you are going straight to hell and nobody can help you. This is something that will disappoint people. From the other side, Allah doesn't want to tell the people that you are going to be saved anyway. Do whatever you want. Somebody is going to help you. This is also wrong completely. We do not believe that, for example, our Prophet is going to save all of us. This is wrong. Prophet Muhammad is not going to help all the Muslims. Those Muslims who were disobeying Allah and His Prophet until the death, and they understood the truth, of course, definitely they are going to be punished. Prophet and nobody else has any kinds of intercession for them, and even if they have, Allah is not going to accept it definitely. And also we cannot say there is no any kinds of intercession for anybody. It is good to see different verses of Quran regarding to intercession. First of all, we should know that intercession means to help. To help, it means when we have something and another thing is coming to help, this is the meaning of intercession. So, a person who is going to help another person should give some shortages that the other person has. If one person doesn't have anything he doesn't have, Nobody can help him, even by intercession. This is not intercession. Intercession means to help somebody who has something but he has shortages. And we are going to help him. So those people who try their best, but sometimes they commit sin, they make a mistake, they forget, and they have some shortages, Allah is going to help them. This is the meaning of shafa'ah and shortages. We have about 30 different verses in Quran about shafa'ah, intercession, that they are divided to 3 different groups. Inshallah, in next section, I'm going to talk about intercession and to say that why we believe that we have intercession in Resurrection Day, but not for all people. For certain people, those people that Allah loves them, but they have some problem, some shortages. And Allah allows prophet or imam or some martyrs, for example, to intercede them. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.